anyone ever hear of Prince nowadays? Most people today haven't, but in the 80s, he was like Taylor Swift slash Beyonce popular, and he had some big fans, none of which were more evident than my dad, in my opinion. Seriously, he has concert tapings and even stuff most other fans haven't. I'm surprised the FBI hasn't been knocking at our door yet. And when it was announced that a movie starring Prince, based on his life, would be coming out in 1984, people couldn't get any more crazy. You know, based on his song Let's Go Crazy. I honestly don't know how I'm going to be able to start this review without doing a major disservice to this movie, so I'm going to just say this. Minneapolis based The Revolution's frontman, the Kid, frequently spends his time playing at the First Avenue nightclub. Why? Because his father keeps abusing him and his mother. 1984. Knowing full well of the situation, the nightclub's other resident band, The Time, led by Morris Day, tries to convince the club owner, Billy Sparks, to replace the Revolution with a girl group that Morris is already forming. One of the singers he plans to take under his wing is newly arrived Apollonia, the Kid's girlfriend. And my gosh, she is beautiful. When Prince finds out about this, he is furious to the point where he, does a really questionable thing to her. Yeah, that's not how you're gonna get girls, buddy. When Prince finds out about this, he is furious to the point where he, does a really questionable thing to her. Yeah, that's not how you're gonna get girls, buddy. A couple nights later, an unsatisfied Kid sees Apollonia, now under the band name Apollonia 6, sing a song called Sex Shooter, which goes really well with the crowd. A little while later, a drunken Morris tries to hook up with Apollonia, but the Kid sneaks up behind him and runs Morris over with his motorcycle. He then takes Apollonia under an underpass, where he tries to do an even more questionable thing to her, but Apollonia manages to escape. The Kid returns home and finds the house ransacked, with his mother nowhere in sight and his father attempting to kill himself. After his night of torment, Prince goes on a rampage in his basement until finding his father's compositions and composing a song, well, the title song, Purple Rain. He plays it the next night, and immediately after finishing it, he leaves, thinking the song didn't go over well, but when he realizes that the song was a success, he goes back out there and plays two more songs, I Would Die For You and Baby I'm a Star. Overlaid footage shows the Kid visiting his mother and father at the hospital and him arranging his father's pieces with Apollonia right next to him. Overall, I'd say the acting's pretty good, the direction's pretty good, especially for first-time crew members, and the music is awesome. Overall, I would rate this movie a 9.8 out of 10. Also, a little trivia, my dad actually had the fortune of seeing this in the theater, and 41 years later, aka about a week and a half ago, he took me and my mother to an AMC to see this. Jeez, he is a real big fan of this movie if he wanted to take me and my mother to see what he saw 40 years ago. Do I recommend this movie? Absolutely, go check it out if you can.